do I want to add a new, I just added a new page, but I don't see it show up, or how do I make it, how do I get a drop down like this? So we're going to cover that to probably take 10 minutes, and then I'm going to leave the rest of the time up to whatever you want to talk about. I'll see if I can answer your questions. So, all right, let's go into the dashboard. I have this open. Actually, let me just refresh this. All right, so that's that little drop down. It's gone. So right now, this is a test website I use for doing exactly what we're doing today. So if I want to add a new page, I'm going to mute everyone. Just if you have a question, well, I'll mute it in a minute. So let's say we want to add a new property tab here. So how do we do that? So you need to go in, you need to log into your website, and so when you log into WordPress, you're going to see this screen. Eventually. I think when I run GoToMeeting, it just makes my computer really slow. Okay, this is the dashboard. So when you want to, so the first thing you need to do when you want to add a new tab is you have to create a new page for what you want that tab to be. So I had previously gone in and created a new, just a test page called, I called it Scott's page. And if we look on, there's Scott's page. If we look on the menu, there is no Scott's page on here. So well, how do we add that to the menu? So if you don't know how to add a page, you just come up here, click Add New. This actually, enter the title. That's actually, well, let's just do a test one. I'll show you. Might as well just do it live. I'll just call it Test Button. And I'm going to put some dummy text in there. And you'll probably never do this. This is web designer geek stuff. And I'm not going to do anything else for now. I'm going to publish it. Again, this is a new page. So let's publish the page. So I should be able to come over to the site. Let's refresh, and my new button should show up. And it's not there. Uh-oh, now what? Now I can see, if I go into Pages, there's the test button, but it's not here. So how do we add it? Okay, so we need to add the button, we need to go into WordPress menus. And it's on the Appearance button. You go down to Menus, click on Menus, and I need to add it to this menu here. Now, these have all been set up for you, so you don't have to make a new one. So I want to add the test button. I'm going to check it, I'm going to add it, and I need to click Add to Menu, and it'll show up down here in the bottom. So when I refresh now, I got to save it. Now when I refresh, I'll see Test Button right next to Contact Us right here. But I don't want it there, so how do I move it? Well, very easy. I can just drag it to where I want it. Now it's going to be over here. Test button. Okay, great. What about a drop down? Because you can see I'm running out of real estate up here. No pun intended. So now we have to go to drop down menus. All right, well, how do we do that? All right, let's add, there's a test page I made. I just called it Scott's page, no particular reason. So now it's there. Let's save it. Refresh. I should have just... So I just messed up my menu because I added too many elements, so it pushed my slider image off to the right. Alright, well, I didn't really want it there anyway. I wanted it to be as a drop down under, let's put Scott's page under test button. So right now, if I do it like this, even with the site here, it's going to be just a button. If I move it over, which I can just drag it, now that means it's a drop down. So let's save that. Refresh. It's going to pull my slider back. Now when I hover over test button, I can see Scott's page. Pretty easy, right? Now to do what I just did in computer code land, just even a year and a half ago, that would have taken hours. So you used to have to hand code that. So that's a really cool feature that will save you a lot of time. So any questions about what I just did?
No.
All right. What else? So now that was just a real quick tutorial. Now I want to open the floor up.